During our coursework, we decided to continuously gain target audience feedback to get an idea of how our product appealed to them. We did this right from the word go to now. This audience research allowed us to gain a second angle on our ideas and products so that we knew that our products were going to meet the expectations of our target demographic. Our decided target audience was teenagers, specifically aged between 16 and 20, mainly females as our band was a female-fronted band and the messages within the songs were more aimed towards females. However, this is not a specification. It would have to be fans of the rock metal genre. We researched and took in our audience's feedback in a number of ways. For example, we did surveys, interviews, and general focus group tests. These tests taught us many things and influenced our products to become much higher quality. The first thing that we learned from our audience feedback was what kind of changes we could make to our initial ideas that we showed. We pitched our ideas to our media studies class and a focus group of students from our target demographic. Here, they gave us great feedback and ways to make changes. They all agreed that we had the perfect idea and theme to set our product, but they did make some constructive criticism. We learned that we should definitely set our video in a mental situation rather than one of a more literal binding, as this would be fit for our genre a lot more, and our brand identity of Twisted Wonderland would be increased. The second thing we learned from target audience feedback would be certain suggestions made about our digipack and how these influenced our product today. When we asked people what they thought of the digipack, they wrote their comments onto pieces of paper about the digipack so far and made some great suggestions. For example, they made suggestions that rather than shaping the dolls to look like the band members, there should be many of them, and some should have the band members trapped inside them. This gave us the idea for the individual shots on the digipack panel, and also allowed us to create much simpler models for the dolls, saving us time and making it look more effective. We also had a suggestion from a media studies teacher to change the background to something more effective than the grey gradient background. So, because of this, we decided to find an image of a plaque from Guildford Castle, then use that as our background, and we gained much more positive feedback from everybody that we asked to look again. From audience feedbacks, we have learned that in some cases it is really effective to snap conventions of the rock genre and churn out something completely different. When we showed our videos to our peers, all of them fell in love with the ending where a male version of our protagonist is revealed. They call it original and completely different to what they were expecting. I was very pleased with that such a twist has such a great effect on people, and will definitely keep trying to occasionally break the conventions of the genre. We have tried to do this throughout all of our promotional package with different ideologies and representations occurring in each. Overall, audience feedback has taught us that many different ways in which we can break conventions and alter designs, and to make our work even more effective. Our target audience is constantly changing and adapting to hold different views and opinions on what actually looks good to them. So what we also have learned is that the audience feedback is absolutely essential to make an effective promotional package. I believe that our products have benefited a lot from this audience research, and that we have been able to adapt them to their needs, which is in the end going to make our package all the better.